Good morning, friends. It's Nomad Brad coming to you from my box truck. We're live at TinyFest today. It's about 9:30 a.m. half an hour before the gates open. I'm gonna do a quick little run through and just show you guys what it looks like before all the people arrive. Let's go. TinyFest is the place to learn about tiny living. Whether you're thinking about a van, a trailer, or a fixed foundation home, TinyFest had a great selection to explore. Besides touring the homes themselves, you could also visit with the vendors, attend seminars, and listen to live music. There were plenty of brand new custom van conversions on Sprinter, Transit, and Promaster platforms. These builds featured custom woodworking, beautiful lighting, and advanced electrical systems. Pricing on these rigs in general ranged anywhere from $80,000 to over $200,000, and they were fully built out, ready to go. You could have walked into TinyFest on Saturday and went out camping Sunday in your brand new tiny home on wheels. I've been to TinyFest multiple times now, and I gotta say, every year the craftsmanship just gets more and more impressive. I saw tons of beautiful epoxy pours and some really beautiful lighting that really was just thinking creatively and outside the box. If you're looking for one spot to tour a bunch of different builders and see a lot of different finishes and models all in one place, I'd definitely check out TinyFest and chat with the builders. The other side of TinyFest was called Tiny Dweller Village. This is where I was staying. It's a spot for current nomads to show off their builds and provide inspiration. And some of these self-built rigs were even for sale. If you're looking for a lower price point, you may consider a pre-owned tiny home on wheels. This Promaster is currently for sale. I thought the builder had a really clever way of incorporating a work desk that also converts into a bench. Let's check it out.
That's it. That was the desk.
Awesome. Now you got a workspace. Do you have a, what do you sit on that when you're using that? There it is. Office space. And then you can probably use that monitor with your computer, right?
Yep.
So you got a little external monitor.
Yep.
And is this a closet? Can you hang shirts in there?
I don't hang. I just have like, different bins and
some
stuff.
cubbies.
So, yeah, cubbies like this. This one here is mostly food.
Okay.
And then this is fridge that kind of also doubles as like seating if I want to, because I can move it around.
Perfect.
I do really like this because I can actually get a full pass through, so that if I wanted to store really large things down there, you know, I can do that. So it's nice and easy to do that. Camp stove under here.
There it is.
So this is how I set that up. And then I still got all this space and all this space for cooking.
Nice. Lots of space. Countertop space is important if you're trying to prepare a meal.
Stuff up here. I built this this thing in the cabinet here, which you could fit like wine bottles in here, or cooking, you know, spice rack basically.
Plenty of storage. You got a freshwater tank. All the electric. He's got a charger for probably plugging in. He's got a Renogy MPPT plus alternator charger. That's nice.
Over here, I've got my water tank and outdoor shower.
Outdoor shower. A lot of people like to have that. Awesome. Cool. And a 12 volt 200 amp hour battery. That's pretty good. That's a pretty solid amount of juice.
Good job done.
Yeah.
Between the solar and the alternator charging, I've never ran low on it. Yeah.
How much solar do you have?
200 watts.
Nice.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Keep it topped off.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for showing me, dude.
The next rig I passed by was this Econoline short bus, also for sale. Right when you walk in, you're greeted with some funky AstroTurf. Overall, the bus has kind of a wild, beachy vibe, which fits in quite nicely down here in San Diego. First thing I noticed when I walked in is there's quite a bit of storage space, a lot of overhead cabinets. You know, when you're living in a bus like this, every little inch of storage matters. Even a little food and water dish for your travel companion. This build featured a pretty generous fridge freezer combo, which is nice, especially if you're gonna have a couple people living in it. Nice big counter space with some cool quartz countertops and double burner propane cook stove. The quality of all the cabinets and closets was really high. It definitely didn't feel like a DIY build. They did a really good job on that. The deep dish sink is wonderful, and he had a pretty cool little epoxy river table as well right here inside the dinette. Here's another shot looking up at the rooftop deck with the hammock in full motion. This just absolutely captures the vibe of Southern California. Hanging out in the hammock on the deck, listening to the waves crashing. Absolute awesome rig for Southern California. The shower was really impressive. He had like a pebble stone shower floor, really cool funky black tiles, and then some mirror tiling as well, just to kind of give it a really vibey feel inside this shower. I could definitely see how someone could enjoy hanging out in here. This is definitely one of the largest showers that I've seen in a build out. Usually the showers are kind of an afterthought, just a little 20-inch by 20-inch cubby, but this is a very big shower. You could easily wash off the whole family, including a dog, all at once inside this bad boy. The next rig I came across is the home of the Bacon's Rebellion. This is Joe and Aaron Bacon. They have a 16-foot box on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, and this thing is just so cool and unique. I absolutely love seeing it. They have that cool rear fold-down deck, and then up on the roof, their solar panels tilt up, and they also have a second rooftop deck as well. So this vehicle is built for lounging. I went inside to check on Erin, and she told me she was going to be making a little sourdough bread today. So I thought we would just swing by and check it out and see what that process looks like. Erin is the famous Nomad bread maker. I hear constantly about how delicious her bread is.
Constantly.
Constantly. Yeah, I saw Molly the other day, and she was talking about it. She's like, I hope
really?
Erin's making sourdough. Yeah.
I love it. Molly's the best. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it out. And take the cloth. Don't mind the cloth, it's clean, it just looks nasty. And then we're gonna score it, and we'll just do something really simple because, so this is a razor, basically.
Oh, it is? Yeah, it's like a shaving razor.
Yeah. That's
cool.
Yeah, and they're just really thin because you kind of do go through them. They don't stay sharp for much. Then, this is the hard part.
She's got the UV glove.
These are crazy
Watch
gloves.
out.
So it's not that you don't still feel the heat because you're handling 500-degree cast iron, but they help a lot, and you can at least kind of feel what you're doing a little bit better. This. That goes on top. You could do it the other way, but you risk more burns if you do it that way because it's so deep, right?
Experience.
That's why you get long gloves too. Okay, so it's at 475, but this is a convection oven, so it's really at 500. After 5 minutes, I'm gonna pull it out and quickly score it one more time just to get those scores nice and deep, because otherwise you end up with tears that are not what you designed. And then it goes back in for another half an hour or so.
So what's the total bake time?
About 41 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Nice.
No, but you do have to preheat the oven and the cast iron before all of this. So this has been going already for about 20 minutes.
Okay. And it's all powered off solar? All right.
Unlimited solar. We have 1400 watts, so yeah.
I love it. Well, thanks for sharing that with me. I like your build. It's like, it's got good energy.
Thank you.
It's it's cool.
Cozy and it's just,
it's unique.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
It's a lot of repurposed, you know, materials and found materials.
Yeah, this is cool. That's like, is that like an overhead bus cabinet or something?
Like lockers that I think they came from like an automotive employee workshop or something. I don't know.
Okay.
They had some greasy stuff in there, which makes me think that. So we cleaned them out real good, painted the insides, but we left the outsides.
Is that how it was, that patina?
Exactly how it was.
Wow, good for you. That looks really
I know,
good.
they were so cool.
Yeah.
Then we found these ones, which were like brand new and not patinaed or anything, like kind of fancier version at the Restore.
Yeah. But it all kind of looks like one thing, like it was all engineered together.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, it really does.
We didn't plan that. It just kind of came together. We're like, yes, that's so perfect.
And the fridge looks good. I love orange, so that's like, it's my color. Yeah.
And like the cupboards and the kitchen cabinet. The cupboards were, you know, typical kitchen cabinets that are like this, right? And we just kind of hung them this way and added the springs.
Oh, those are nice.
A little easier to install.
I've seen those. I've never actually used one. Yeah, way easier than a strut.
They are easier than a strut.
Yeah, like your little love seat here.
We found that
Very vintage.
kind of like in a dumpster type of situation. Wow. It was brand new. It had tags on it. It just didn't have any legs.
Oh, it's like new vintage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then we made it look old.
Nice. Oh, you made it look old.
Yeah, we made it look old.
Oh, okay.
Like, we painted it. It was like all like gray fabric.
What about the fabric part? Did you age this?
We painted it. We spray painted it.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's sort of a silvery gray in
there.
Good
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks legit like just something super vintage out of an old restaurant or something.
King. Like we found these old cupboards and he just added the thing behind there.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for showing me your rig and your sourdough.
Yay! Come by later and get a bite.
All right, thank you.
And the last rig we're gonna look at today is also for sale, and it is built out by Crux and Beta. They are actual professional van conversion couple, and so this rig they built for themselves, put a whole bunch of time and love and intention into it, and it looks absolutely beautiful, and they're selling it so they can move on to a different rig. So this is a great chance to get a really high-end custom build at a great price. And as you walk through the build, you can just see all the little finishes they added, the cool hooks, the photo frames. You can tell they really put a lot of effort and time into the layout. Behind this cool vintage wood door, you have the shower bathroom combo, and pretty spacious in there for a brand Promaster. And they have some cool vintage shower faucet. And another thing I thought was actually really clever about this design is that they have a little mirror vanity on the inside of the door. So while you're in there, you can get a shave and access all your toiletries. As you continue through the build, there's just custom work everywhere. This river table is one of the most beautiful I saw at the entire TinyFest. They actually used a really deep pour epoxy and they poured it over abalone shells. So you get this really cool mother of pearl effect, and look how deep that epoxy is. Very challenging to do work like this, guys. They also had a very big closet, which is nice. They both wear a lot of jackets and longer clothing items, so there's plenty of room in here for an entire couple to hang their entire wardrobe, and again, all finished very nicely in custom wood. Moving back to the bed, they did a Murphy style bed, which is really cool. So during the day, there's 2 benches, and then at night they can fold that Murphy down, and you have a sleeping platform right there, ready to go, super easy to deploy. And so I think that's a pretty cool way to maximize space in a smaller wheelbase vehicle. And then on the back doors, they have some pretty nice paneling set up. She's got her jewelry for sale. It's just a really nice, vibey little rig, and I could definitely see someone being super happy in this build. Since they are builders, they said they're happy to make adjustments for the new owner. So if you like the rig, but you want it customized a little bit to fit your unique needs, definitely reach out to Crux and Beta on Instagram and find out what their asking price is, and then find out what kind of cool customizations they can do just for you. And of course, TinyFest wasn't only about vans and buses, it was also about all types of tiny dwellings. This trailer, for example, is a great specimen of what you can do with a larger floor plan. You can really open it up. A cool thing about this trailer is it had a loft on each side. You could have a couple beds up there or a bed in a little office area. The pricing really wasn't too bad. I mean, this entire tiny home on wheels that's 4 times the size of a Sprinter is half the price of some of the custom Sprinter builds I looked at. So it's really cool to see how much space you can get in these, and the double French doors that they installed on the front really make it feel big. And if you park it in a beautiful nature scene, then you get to open those French doors and look right outside into a beautiful view. So I really am a big fan of these tiny homes, and if you guys are looking for something similar, definitely consider swinging through TinyFest and walk inside for yourself.
And with that, our recap of TinyFest 2024 is coming to an end. I had a great time. I saw so many cool, unique builds and met so many fun people. If you guys get the chance next year to swing through TinyFest, I definitely recommend it. It's just a great chance to explore tiny living.